Boxing Source, and we're checking in live. It was August 1st, Friday. You know what I mean? And this is something where I'm going to be playing Undisputed. Now, I've had this particular game since it was in beta mode, right? And thing about it is that ever since it's been in beta mode, I've kind of like played it a few times and whatnot. Been able to talk about, or I say the updates of sorts, in the past, but hadn't necessarily reviewed the game overall. You know what I mean? So I hadn't like played it as often or played it that often. You know what I mean? I had like a couple of instances where I played this game. Played it in simulation mode or played it in arcade mode. You know, and the thing about it is that I kind of had some good reviews or good feelings about the game and some not so good views of the game. You know what I mean? Of course, the whole thing with the selection of fighters, the way that they do the divisions and things like that. That has a few things that needs some tweaks, to say the least. At least on my part. Now, going from me being in the little bit of the older generation of sorts when it comes to gaming and all of that. Like I'm from the Knockout Kings era, not the Fight Night era, but the Knockout Kings era, or even before that. When you had people talk about Mike Tyson's Punch Out, regular Punch Out, Super Punch Out. Like I played all of those games. You know what I mean? So thing about it is that when you come up from playing Mike Tyson's Punch Out and Super Punch Out and Knockout Kings and George Foreman's KO boxing or Evander Holyfield's boxing, all those games on Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Sega Genesis and all of that. Like this, kind of like says, that I'm, been part of that kind of like that generation. You know what I mean? Shout out to Sean Terrence, man. What's going on, man? Just talking Undisputed, play Undisputed or whatever it is. So, because I haven't necessarily, done this as far as like live. So I'm gonna see here, how many times I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to. Oh, also, Sean, I'm gonna try to get brother Elijah back on later today. Probably be this evening. Try to set that up for I think around like it says like 8:30, but it's gonna be around 9:30 Eastern time. I'm gonna have brother Elijah Pierce back on to talk about his win that he had last week. But yeah, back on this thing here. Of course, the thing with Undisputed. Hadn't necessarily, played this game as often as some have played. You know, there's some people that, of course, cover the sport that I've played Undisputed much more than I have. If y'all, check out Sean Sattel, he's played Undisputed like, oh wow. If you, check out like his ratings or whatever it is when it comes to Undisputed Online, it is crazy. And some time back I did say that I would play him in Undisputed, but he never, took up on, actually making that happen. But here, like I said, I mean, you got, what's been happening as far as like the selections and things like that for fighters. Like here, particularly, I'm like in the lightweight division or whatever it is. Of course, they have it to the point where you get to see multiple fighters in multiple divisions. So if you go to like lightweight, you go to featherweight, you might see the same, the same fighters on there. Like Vasily Lomachenko, like you see him there lightweight, you see him there featherweight, or like Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? Which character do you think I would use a lot in the game? Maybe it would be Crawford. When I initially was playing this game in the beta versions, I was using Sean Porter. Sean Porter in welterweight. But that's, particularly at welterweight. I don't use him. I think you got him like here in middleweight, if I'm not mistaken. I have to check. But yeah, they got him in middleweight. I'm like, come on, why do we have Sean Porter at middleweight? Never been a middleweight. So why would they have him as a selection in middleweight? That's one thing. Other thing here is this, right? Given the overall development, this is on the PC. I'm playing on the PC, right? Steam on the PC and things like that, right? Given that I've been in the tech field for decades and decades and decades, that I've been playing games for decades on this thing, like you gotta have it to the point where you could have, if you're gonna have these limited divisions, at least have like more fighters within that division that actually were active in that division. Like for you to have Sean Porter in middleweight, nah, I ain't quite with that. You know what I'm saying? I know that there might be a whole thing as far as like licensing and things like that, but at the very least, like have it to the point where even if it's gonna be like say for example, maybe 9 fighters within the division so far. You know what I mean? Like when I played in the beta version, there are a number of fighters that weren't necessarily available, for people to pick. You know what I mean? So you have, like I said, Sean Porter there, welterweight, and they're middleweight. So for example, you could have Roy Jones Jr. going up against like a Sean Porter at middleweight. Like, what are we doing here? Or like light heavyweight. Salute to you, Adam. What's going on with you? And here you got like light heavyweight. Like you're skipping the super middleweight division, right? But yet you have a cruiserweight division. What would y'all say is the more well-known division, cruiserweight or super middleweight over the years? I would say super middleweight. Like you could have had guys like, maybe like a Joe Calzaghe there, you know what I mean, or like a Bernard Hopkins, when they was performing there at super middleweight or something like that, or Andre Ward. Like we had, on this channel, of course, with Real Boxing with Ronnie Shields, right, and Joseph Aaron, we had the whole thing with a list of top 10 super middleweights of all time. And you had, Andre Ward and Joe Calzaghe there within the top 2. You had like a Terry Norris or whatever it is on that particular list. So you could have had those guys on there. But yeah, I mean, super middleweight, I would say is a much better overall division than cruiserweight, right? And even with cruiserweight, like right, at least here for now, what you got? Like 11 fighters that are there, and you got Rocky Marciano on there. You got Usyk, okay. Roy Jones, yeah, you see that. Lawrence Okoli, I mean, that's someone they just added on there. You see that he's on now competing in the heavyweight division right now in real life, right? You got what? Marcelo Relli, Johnny Nelson. you gotta have Johnny Nelson on there, right? Lyndon Arthur, like, come on, like, what are we doing? Patrick Rocco, guys that you unlock. They got Jake Paul where you could unlock, or Jai Opataya, or at least you had Jai Opataya, but these two are like recent additions. So that for like cruiserweight, when you could have a number of fighters that were competing there within the super middleweight division that could have made this game more complete, so to speak, when it comes to the selection of fighters, right? So here, of course, you got light heavyweight. Look at that, light heavyweight. It's 9 fighters total, and here, at least at this particular point, I'm only able to choose 7 fighters here. Roy Jones, Joe Calzaghe. Like Joe Calzaghe, come on. You got Joe Calzaghe right here at light heavyweight, but yet you don't have that particular division. Yeah, we still have Booster Tank in this game. Yeah, for sure. At least one of those two. That would have increased popularity there on this particular game if they would have had one of those 2 fighters included. But you don't even have, like, I'll go to, like, for example, they were lightweight. You only, like, you don't have like, you got Vasyl Lomachenko who moved up. You got Josh Taylor at lightweight. Why? Because you don't have a super lightweight division. So you're gonna add Josh Taylor, but you have Josh Taylor competing in the lightweight division, right? Like Ricky Hatton, Arturo Gatti, okay, Hall of Famer, Ryan Garcia, they added on here, Jorge Linares, Kevin Kelly, Zucan, you know what I mean? Yeah, not even Shakur Stevenson, Dalton Smith, like, like, what are we doing here? Dalton Smith, he's competing there at what, super lightweight. He's supposed to be the WBC #1 contender currently at super lightweight. And, of course, Turkey LLC told Super Matias after winning the WBC belt from Alberto Puello, no, You fight. You fight. You fight, right? You fight this guy. You fight this guy. So I'm like, come on, man. What are we doing here? All right. So let me see here. Who am I gonna go ahead and roll with? Like, I'm gonna see if I could run what middleweight maybe. Like, look at that. We got Sean Porter there at middleweight. Like, come on. George Groves. Okay, I'm gonna try like Nigel Benn, Hillbrook, Daniel Jacobs. All right, I'm gonna go with Daniel Jacobs. All right, let's run with Daniel Jacobs, and I'm gonna as I said, I ain't really been using this that often. All right, you got Connor Ben there at middleweight. You know what I mean, Connor Ben. Lerone Richards. I mean, this is like a good selection here from middleweight, at least that you're able to get. I forgot about like how many updates I had, but like you got like Roy Jones. You got two different versions of Roy Jones. You got Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard. Joe Kawasaki, like I said, there at middleweight. Canelo Alvarez, middleweight. Nigel Benn, Sergio Martinez, Carl Froch. There, like there you go. That's another one. So you're gonna have Carl Froch there at middleweight. You're gonna have Joe Kawasaki there. At middleweight. But you couldn't put those guys in the super middleweight division. That's crazy. All right. So all right. Let's see here. What else? Who else did I say? Kell Brook. Yeah, like he competed against Gennady Golovkin at middleweight. But come on, man. That was like what, one fight? All right, Robert Reed, George Groves, I don't know, Lerone Richards, kind of been, Ryan Rose. All right, let me see if I just run with Ryan Rose. All right, so we got that. Big thanks for everyone that's listening live here, man. I'm just trying to get what's going on and going down here for this. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go WBC Arena, just make it easy. All right, intermediate, get up override around. So we're gonna go 8. Casual, the simulation. I'm gonna go casual for this one. Let's see. Saved by the bell, yeah. 3 knockdown rule. Nah. Early time 1.5. Let's do that to kind of like speed up things. Maximum penalties 3. All right, yeah. Let's just go with that. All right, here you go. So, like I said, I mean, I hadn't necessarily been playing this game that often, but we have a couple of updates that recently were placed on for this game, so wanted to get caught up on this. Of course, earlier this week on Monday, I did speak with the WBC president there, Mauricio Suleiman. He's here at WBC Arena. Now, he had mentioned to me that they will have a Undisputed tournament there during the week of Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford. That's supposed to be scheduled for September 12th. So once we get more information about that, we'll be able to relay that to you, through the Boxing Source, either here on the YouTube channel or through the website, theboxingsource.net. You know what I mean? So be on the lookout for all of that there. But yeah, here I'm using Daniel Jacobs to go up against Ryan Rose here on this, man. Now, all right, you got Ryan Rose up there. Okay, we got all that. You got this whole thing here with Daniel Jacobs. They got Jimmy Lennon Jr. there. You know what I mean? All right, that's all good and everything. So now the thing about it is, from the last time I played this, one of the things that I kind of saw here on this front was the hit detection level is absolutely crazy. The hit detection level for this really isn't all that high. Like, you could be right in front of your opponent, throw a punch, and then it would look like it would completely miss him. And the fighter, your opponent, won't even be blocking or nothing. So that's absolutely crazy. So I'm going to see here if this kind of improved a little bit. Yeah, you do have to work as far as like your whole thing with defense and stuff like that, right? But I still say, hey, you know what? Let's see if we can work it. All right, so got the jab thing going on. He's all right. Good hit to the body there. Just trying to be conservative, at least for now. Like I said, you got the whole thing with the stamina level and all of that. and they give you the whole thing as far as like how much damage you're able to get. But to me, I as far as like combinations, like you can see right there, man. Like, come on. Yeah, I'm not like all too. Look at that. Like the 1-2s to me don't seem as fluent. I don't know why. I really don't know why. Like you talk about someone that's played like Knockout Kings or Fight Night or back in the day, with the Nintendo and Super Nintendo games and all of that. Like look at that. Like and I held the block button on this joint and I'm getting clocked. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Like see? I just did a combination right there. Left-right combination and completely missed. Like that's insane. You really don't see that in a lot of fighting games. With the basic jab, you know what I mean? Now I can see missing with the jab there, right? But he blocked that. But see, there you go once again. Like, so here we go. Like, okay, get into the body. All right, see, like he's missing there, but you seen that I was like actually trying to swerve over. So there you go, man. I mean, look at that. All right. So that's the first round right there, man. And oh goodness, you know what I mean? Who was that? Hey, is that who I call Chris Jericho there in the corner? Ryan Rhodes. And it was like Ben Davison. They got Ben Davison on this game. They had who was it? Mac, Brian McIntyre in the game for trainers and stuff like that. So they try to do as much as they can with the simulation of boxing here with this game, but still think that there's like a few tweaks here and there that they have to really fix up. And I know that they've had a series of updates to try to fix that, but I haven't necessarily seen much of an overall improvement when it comes to fluid gameplay, so to speak. There, you even seen that in just that one round. How not only was I completely missing punches in a sense, but not being able to throw fluent combinations. If I like throw, or if I press one button and another button like right off the rip, I should be able to just go like, okay, 1, 2, 3, and you see me like completely miss, right? Like that's insane. Now I see, like, of course, this is like in an intermediate level. Intermediate level, guys. Intermediate. So imagine if I was in there for pro. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And that's after getting caught in a number of times there. So that's absolutely insane. You know what I mean? So second round, already second round. And I was already like stunned. That's crazy. Look at that. A 1-2. See, again, it's gotta be more sharp. I'm sorry. Like I'm missing at least one of the two punches. You don't actually have that happen. There we go. See, okay. How much? All right. I can't. Now remember, this thing is like I gotta almost like go through the screen. Step back for just a moment. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. See, like a double hook. Okay, that was a little bit better, but still, like either like the hit detection or the thing where you're swinging and missing. Like you don't really like swing and completely miss. In a number of instances in other fighting games. Even in modern fighting games, you don't do that. So my thing is like, how is this, basically happening in a game like this? I got to see how they'll be able to properly straighten this out. Now, I'm gonna see like how this game, thing goes further here on this joint here. But I'm gonna if y'all can, man, y'all go ahead and share y'all thoughts on this joint, because like I said, I mean, I want to see, what y'all might say as far as like what needs to be improved in this game. If y'all playing this game, Undisputed. Like I said, once again, this is through PC, Steam, not like the what is it, Xbox 360 or whatever it is. So, I'm trying to do it. I am Daniel Jacobs here. All right. For those just joining in, I'm Daniel Jacobs. I've already been stunned early in the second round. Okay. See what I mean? So, and like I said, I ain't really been playing this game that much. So, all right, I was able to land the right hook there. See, look at that. I don't know if it's like, the whole thing with the camera, but it's whatever. Look at that. I thought I blocked that joint, man. Like, come on, what are we doing here? All right. Land the jab. All right, double hook. There we go, double right. See, I could land the jab, be pretty good with the jab, but then when the hook comes around, can't even make it. All right. Like I said, here we are. It's like what orthodox and southpaw here too. You would think I would be a little bit more successful with the right. All right, was able to land good there with the uppercut. You slipped that. Good lead left hook to the body. I was able to work the body there on that front. See, I'm able to be pretty good with the left to the body, so that's been there for me. It's just that, I'm trying to, be successful as far as like the right hand, and not really successful with the right hand on that. All right, hold on just a second, y'all. Once again, if y'all joining in, you know what I mean? Y'all liking the gameplay with this thing, just go ahead and hit the like button. Share your thoughts on it and whatever it is. Hold on just a minute. Now I'm gonna just try to get this thing going on this thing here, but yeah, what is it, man? In between rounds, it should be like round 4. It said this is just on intermediate. Like, I ain't really been playing it that much to try to even get it to the pro level yet. You know what I mean? You see, like, looks like I'm a little bit of a lead here in this so far. All right. They say that I'm winning. Unofficial scorecard got me winning all 3 rounds. Even though I was like stunned early in the second. But I did like come back in the second though. That's the thing about it. I was coming back in the second. Now, simulation in this game, like it's on a completely different level, you know what I mean? Like, geez, like, come on, this commentary is crazy. All right, good punch right there. Try to hit him with the lead right. All right, so I've been like pretty successful with the left to the body. Hadn't necessarily used like that many uppercuts, but once again, look at that. Got hit with a counter right there. Yeah, see, like I don't like how I could do a one. All right, he ducked that, but sometimes they don't even like duck or dodge, and you could still throw the right hand and miss. There you go. See? Now I don't even be doing much clinching in this game either. So, oh jeez, got caught with an uppercut, even though it had like a high guard. Oh, that's the other thing too. I gotta see if they have it to the point. Like you see how they switch the guard and that type of stuff. That's what I mean. There has to be something where like you could actively block uppercuts. So there you go. All right, that's it for round 4. They said unofficially I was leading all 3 rounds, so I don't know if they got me up for round 4 though. But one thing, yo, big ups for those listening in right now, man. But I'm just saying this gameplay is, still. I need to see it to be a little bit more fluent. When it comes to the punch, when it comes to punches, like if I like have the energy to do it, like for round 1, if I have the energy to throw like 3-punch combination, I gotta see it be a flowing punch, 3-punch combination. You feel me? Instead of it being like 1 and then 2 is like almost like a half second behind when it should be. You know what I mean? So with that being said, hopefully that's something that the team at Undisputed could work on. Oh, you probably would. You probably would, man. You probably would. I'm telling you, man. I haven't really played it this much, man. You know what I'm saying? You probably smoked me on this joint, man. For real. Like I said, like I said, man. I mean, this thing here is like, if it's not much free flowing or something like that, and when you get caught, like how I got caught right there. Like, come on. You see what I mean? Yeah, man, because play with Kevin Kelly. All right, yeah, I haven't played with someone like him in this game that much. It'd be like Daniel Jacobs or Sean Porter sometimes, Sergio Martinez, Riddick Bowe. Who else I play with? Jorge Linares. So those are like kind of the fighters that I usually would pick here in this game. Daniel Jacobs is more because I'm a fan of Daniel Jacobs. But yeah, man. See, look at that. Only fighter with 3 perks. Damn. Yeah, it's crazy. And that's the only joint too, right? Like I don't even like actively use him. Look at that. Got hit serious to the body right there. And you probably have him. They probably have him ahead right now. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. I mean, so yeah, I gotta play this like a lot more often. You know what I'm saying? A lot more often. Look at that. That was a good. You see what I mean? I just threw a combination and missed both. All right, caught him with a good counter. Look at that. Like, you see that 1-2 that he threw? And he was able to catch me? Like, that's insane. See? Able to properly catch me with these counters. Like, it's insane. But yeah, man, I got a whole lot more to work on in this particular game, man. You know what I'm saying? But I get frustrated a lot when I get caught with these counter shots, because it's like they'll catch you, but then when it's your time to like try to actively counter them, sometimes you completely miss, and you'll throw it, and you'll throw the shot, and he's open for it, and you'll completely miss. It'd be insane to me. You feel me? But yeah, this one here, like I said, this Daniel Jacobs versus Ryan Rhodes, intermediate level. It's intermediate level. Like I said, I mean, I don't play it as often. Y'all know I'll be like on the road and stuff, covering events and things like that. I'm not sure if the laptop I have is probably adequate to, play this game. So I wouldn't be able to play it like on the road when I'm, covering events and stuff like that. So I only have time when, I'm at home. Yeah, the frame drops in the game. Yeah, man, it's insane. So Sometimes, I think I tried to play it on the laptop once, and it wasn't that good at all. The only thing I could play on the laptop, I think, was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game or something. Either that or Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I think it was. But yeah, Undisputed on the laptop that I have, nah. Even with some pretty good graphics or good enough graphics, on a solid state drive, 2 GB solid state drive. You know what I mean? So let me see, man. I gotta check my energy level. All right. Oh, good. I caught him. Oh. You see that? I didn't even see him push back like that. That was the other thing too, right? See, sometimes when they get stunned, see, another time right there, right? I think because he got caught with an uppercut, and I ain't really thrown an uppercut like the whole fight, that really took most out of him. See? Now, I know that I hit him much better than the counter he had. That's insane. See? This thing is wild, though. And see? Now he's pretty much like getting right back in it. Oh, the other thing, too, right? This happened like ever since the beta version, and this was like the biggest like critique that I had. Every time you get them stunned, they will step back like 5 or 6 steps, and you can't really move towards them while they're stepping back and stumbling back. So it would take a little bit of work to try to get within range of them. And then you try to get him and finish him off. That's crazy to me. Like, it should be a little bit easier to score knockdowns in this game. And I know they try to make you work and try to, have you set up shots. But like I said, with the whole thing with the combinations, even if your energy level for the punches is, as they say, unlimited when you got them stunned, you still have to work in order to set up shots in order to knock them down. 1, and then 2, like, to actually score the knockdown is fairly difficult. At least to me it is. All right. Trying to go up to the next round here. And like I said, you still get caught while you stun them. You know what I mean? All right, unofficially, they still got me like up every single round. You know what I mean? See what I mean? I don't like how you could throw the jab and then the hook, and then when you pull back from the hook, it is slow to pull back from the hook. So yeah, you can get countered easily. See what I mean? So it's like you gotta be careful. But big ups for everyone listening live, man. Also, I mean, y'all know what's going down. There's supposed to be fights in Chicago tomorrow night. Golden Boy card. Oscar Duarte versus Kenneth Sims Jr. Yeah. That's what I usually go to. The body shots. Like, left to the body. That's how I've been doing, like, most of the fight. See what I mean? The left to the body has been open, this entire fight so far, you know what I mean? But the thing that's really been getting to him, see, is the body shots. Because, I mean, yeah, he's not going to be, he's not going to be able to slip around from the body. He'll have to block him. But, like I said, see what I mean? Like, they could go 1-2, easy. Oh, like how you slip? That's crazy. See? Man, I threw like 4 punches right there, and I don't think but 1 landed. And I mean, like, actually landed. Anything. Like, not even the arms. See what I mean? Like, throwing the jab is like, Crazy. And I worked on it, like you see, I worked on the whole thing with the cuts on there. So, I've kind of worn them down in reference to that. But my thing is, you want to be able to piece them up and break them down, and then be able to properly score a knockdown on this joint. But like I said, it can get really difficult. Like for fight night, like a fight night game or Knockout Kings back in the day, you really didn't have to do much of that. So it's kind of like a real change of pace. Yeah, you do have to really work and think and all that type of stuff. But my thing is more about gameplay and fluidity when it comes to throwing punches or pressing the buttons. Now, I'm not saying that you have to button mash in this game, but if I'm like pressing two buttons and then the first button's cool and then it takes a while for the next command to go through, that yeah, I don't like all that. All right. So here it is. See what I mean? You see how it is, like when I did the double left jab, left hook. Left jab came through like that, but then the left hook was, you know what I mean? And it happens no matter what the round is, no matter what your energy level is. The double left or the double right, if it's a southpaw, it just looks too slow. Like that looked good, but a lot of times the animation's slow. Oh yeah, and that too, like completely missing like that. Crazy. Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. See what I mean? He's able to catch me with a lot of the counters because the second punch that I throw is like mad slow. That's insane. Now that was good with that combination. What's your assessment so far? Caught again. Here he goes, stunned again. See what I mean? See? You see how he's stepping back? None of those things properly hit. None. Zero. None of them hit. That's crazy. Oh yeah, it was an 8-rounder, so. But you see there, man, it's like you get them stunned, and after that, it takes a lot of work, or it looks like it takes a lot of work in order for you to score a proper knockdown. Almost like you would have to, like say for example, get him to throw a shot, and then properly counter him in order for a knockdown to be scored. You see there, unanimous, basically unanimous or whatever it is, but and then the last 2 rounds, even though that's crazy, y'all saw what happened there in the 8th round. I was able to stun them multiple times, but they scored that last round for Ryan Rhodes. That's absolutely insane. But yeah, I mean that's the thing there about this particular game. I'm gonna probably take those messages into account. To use Kevin Kelly maybe in this game a little bit more. Or whatnot. Yeah, but yeah, Sean. I mean, that's insane, man. If y'all saw the thing there with the last round, I stunned Ryan Rhodes twice, almost scored a knockdown, and he still said that Ryan Rhodes won that particular round. That's absolutely insane. You see the punch stats there. I landed more jabs, straights, or whatever it is. Only missed with the uppercuts. Now power punches, I don't know what the hell they using for power punches in this game. I don't understand it. Like anything that's not a jab usually to me is considered a power punch. You know what I mean? But even with that, like I said, I outlanded them, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he go by the rounds and everything. So yeah, so that's what I had in reference to all of that. But hit if you were enjoying the the content here as far as like the commentary for playing Undisputed, hit the like button. I might do this a little bit more, probably like once a week or something like that, to just look at these different fighters and how to properly go through this game and stuff like that. Now I'm gonna go back to fighter select. I don't know who I'll pick next. Let me see. Who would I likely pick next on this joint? This was in the middleweight division. Like either, let's see, welterweight, lightweight, or there's the thing with lightweight, you got a lot of fighters you can choose lightweight. You know what I mean? And even with that, like even more are unlockable. That's about seven fighters that you can unlock, plus all of these fighters there for lightweight. Featherweight, you know what I mean? You got a good selection there for featherweight or whatever. Let's see, welterweight. Yeah, like Canelo Alvarez at welterweight. Like, come on, what? Like, wait a minute, wait. You got Sergio Martinez. So you mean you could pick Sergio Martinez at welterweight? Nah, man, nah. I mean, like if they would have had light middleweight or super welterweight, yeah, I would understand that. But welterweight, nah. Come on. All right. So who else I got? Conor Ben, welterweight. Dalton Smith, Michael McKinson. Speaking of Michael McKinson, where the hell is he at? Is he still active? Ryan Rose, George Davey, Julio Cesar Chavez, like who else? Fernando Vargas, Regis Prograis. You got Regis Prograis unlockable to be at welterweight there, because he was at super lightweight. I don't know about all that. Jaime Munguia at welterweight, unlockable. Come on, y'all. Okay. 2011 Canelo Alvarez at welterweight. I don't know about all that. Maybe. He probably, had a couple of fights in Mexico at welterweight, but I had to check the box rec on that train. You feel me? All right. You know what? I'm gonna go. Look at that, man. Light heavyweight. You only got 7 selectable fighters at light heavyweight. That's come on. Cruiserweight. So that means you could choose a total of 16 fighters from cruiserweight and light heavyweight that that aren't locked. Yeah, they need more of a selection there. I'm gonna go heavyweight. I'm gonna choose heavyweight. You got Ali, you got Usyk, you got Fury, you got Joe Louis, Jack Johnson, Rocky Marciano, Jack Dempsey, Frazier, Holmes, they got Joe Frazier rated higher than Larry Holmes, y'all. That I don't know about all that. Come on, Larry Holmes to me is like one of the greater heavyweights ever. Could probably put him around top 5 greatest heavyweights ever, and they got him rated lower than Joe Frazier. Yeah, I don't know about all that. Deontay Wilder, Floyd Patterson, they're pretty good. Let's see, Roy Jones, Tommy Morrison, Frank Bruno. It's not, that's not that bad of a selection there for what they got. Frank Bruno, Tommy Morrison, all that. All right, let's see. I'm gonna roll with. This is gonna be interesting. Riddick Bowe. They got Riddick Bowe at 86, but Deontay Wilder and Floyd Patterson rated above Riddick Bowe. Nah, no, you're not. They're not rated higher than Riddick Bowe. Sorry, they're not. Okay, if you're gonna have Riddick Bowe rated at 86, if they had Evander Holyfield in this game, where would they rate Evander Holyfield? Okay, and Riddick Bowe beat Evander Holyfield twice, and in those 2 wins that he had, those were fairly convincing wins, and the loss that he had was seriously close. It was the knockdown that was basically a difference, whatever it was. So Yeah, like having Riddick Bowe rated at 86, but like Deontay Wilder at 87 and Floyd Patterson at 88. You got Joe Frazier there at 90, above Larry Holmes. Yeah, that's kind of questionable. All right. Let's put this to the test. Then I'm gonna go with Floyd Patterson. All right, and I'm gonna go up against. Oh, you see higher. Let me see a higher fighter or rated fighter. Nah, David Adelaide is not gonna work well. Let's see, David. Nah. Eddie Hall, hell nah. Frank Bruno, Roy Jones Jr. You know what? I'm gonna have the challenge there. Roy Jones Jr. heavyweight. Let's do it. All right. So we got that, and then we gonna have it in not Riyadh. Let's have it in Chicago. Since they're having a fight card in Chicago tomorrow, let's have it in Chicago. Let's put this thing for 10. Let's see 1.5. Yeah, let's still keep it at 1.5. All right, bet. So here you go, man. Once again, big ups for everyone that's watching live here. Doing Play Undisputed. Like I said, I'm gonna probably try to do this thing here like once a week. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. So we gonna see how this works out.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk.
Hold on, y'all.
Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Roy Jones Jr. 91 kilos on the button. He's 180 centimeters tall with a reach of 188. Floyd Patterson, a man that needs no introduction. One of the slickest heavyweights of all time. 6 foot
so yeah, man. So this, this probably be the next one that I'm gonna do. The last one I'm gonna do here. This is for about an hour. I gotta prepare for something here pretty soon. So, all right, we gonna see this. P. Cola. I don't know, man. I should get into the programming of this game so that when they have Roy Jones Jr. out, they play a song. Y'all must have forgot, or something like that, or Can't Be Touched. Yeah, Can't Be Touched. Are there for Roy Jones Jr. When he comes out. But I think they just had this thing just programmed for all of that. Oh man. But yeah, like I said, man, I'm gonna do more of these. Hopefully I can do something where I'm playing online and stuff like that. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, this is the second fight that I'm playing, and I'm Floyd Patterson going up against Roy Jones Jr. here. You know what I mean? Well, goddamn, there, fucking Jimmy Lennon. You didn't have to say all that shit. Yeah, look what I got, man. Come on, man. Yeah, fucking legend. That's right. Yeah, Floyd Patterson. You see them old school gloves, man? Come on. Oh man, I don't know, man. This is gonna be something. I mean, it's heavyweight, so I gotta see, how Jones Speed will be at heavyweight here. But I mean, yeah, he's kind of bulked up here for this fight. You know what I mean? So hopefully I have some luck here on this joint. All right, here we go. Round one. Oh, you see Roy Jones Jr. right there? Oh, he got cut with a jab. See, look at that. Oh, man. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna have to. Looks like the lead rights are pretty much like getting to Roy Jones already. Oh, come on. Two straight hooks, left hooks, and I missed them completely. And I don't think he even moved. There you go. That's what I need to do more. You might see the lead right hands. Y'all gonna see me catching with the lead rights, a lot of them. Like that. See?
Perfectly matched.
Oh,
Simple skill. Tact for tact.
he's like really cracking me with that joint.
That's notch above you. And so I gotta respect both of them more than nothing.
Ah, geez, see, man, I'm already in trouble. Already in trouble. That's crazy. Oh, man. Ah.
One punch could change everything in this battle.
So what I'm trying to do is get him with the dadgum lead.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath.
Oh, see? Completely missed. That's crazy. Ah, caught me with the left.
Out and clean.
Ah, caught me again.
Now with 10 seconds to
Oh,
go.
he almost tried to get me with that left hook. All right, see? I like that. Yo, it's like that right hand was just pulled there at the end of the round. That's crazy.
They carried that into the next.
Nah, man. See, that's the thing that I gotta get used to is them like pulling when he's throwing that right hand. That's crazy. You know what I mean? They gotta be better than that. For real. Alright. Going into round 2 on this drink, man. But yeah, this like I said, I'm gonna do this a little bit more, man. Cause like I said here at the start, one, they're gonna have they got these undisputed tournaments going on. I know y'all seen like through Ring that they've had it through Ring when they had the press conferences and stuff. You have gamers playing undisputed, some of the fighters playing undisputed. You're gonna see that again coming up for Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford on September 12th. They're scheduled to have a tournament for undisputed. So we're gonna get more information about that later on down the line. Looking forward to that. But as far as like me actually participating, yeah, nah, I don't think that's gonna happen unless if I played every single day from this point until September 12th. So yeah, nah. All right. Oh, see, I missed a jab and then got hit with the counter right. It's crazy. All right.
This counter fighter believes in anything you can do.
See?
You can do better. He'll let you throw a punch first, and he'll answer you, and usually hit you harder.
See, that's what I want to do is try to see. And I'm completely missing with the jab. All right, see, now he's starting to time me, dog. All right. Oh man, I know that I use the thing for an uppercut. There we go. Step back from that. All right, caught him with the jab. Know what I'm saying? Oh, jeez. Come on, y'all. Nah, he got me on this right. All right. I got to get away from the ropes. Damn, I know that I pressed the... See? Double rights. All right, I like that. Oh, he tried to get me with the overhand, right? Yeah, I get that, man. Shut the fuck up. Dog. See, you try to land these damn uppercuts and shit. Yeah, that's Roy Jones right there. When you see that, you see that's Roy Jones. At least they got Roy Jones to right. Oh, come on, how I get hit with that? Oh man. Jeez, that man. Oh, now I'm able to land while the end of the damn round is there. Come on, man. This is crazy, son. Oh man. Right. Let me see what I can do here on this end. That was round 2. Looking like, I got it as far as like health and whatever is concerned, but you see I'm getting tagged here. It's Roy Jones Jr. You see Roy Jones Jr. looking much more fluent here on this joint, man. Oh, man, this is... All right. Let's see what I can do here in this 3rd round. But yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a struggle, man. I'm already kind of swelled up a bit. But again, it's Floyd Patterson. Old school Floyd Patterson versus one of the most solid fighters of all time, and Roy Jones Jr. All right, here you go.
Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum.
Try to do a lead
The
right.
motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round.
See what I mean?
Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then,
See?
keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Gotta do a little bit more thinking here. Oh, see? Hold up.
Well, Johnny, has anything
We back?
surprised you here as
Hold
we
on a
are
second.
into this battle?
Fuck, bro. Hold on. All right, we back.
So much
Boy, I'm like,
space.
I'll tell you.
Opponent is, you get caught to
One thing I don't like,
the referee has to jump in and
and I'm just trying to do these damn lives, okay?
so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside contract.
Twice, someone's called me.
Referee taking a look here, and if the fighter
See?
can see, the fighter
Yeah, look at that, man. See? 'Cause I've been hit with all of these damn,
will continue.
right hands and shit. Remember, like, it's Captain Hook, like, he is southpaw, so. Oh, man, I tried to do a 1-2 and didn't even touch him. All right, I see this guard. All right, we can see the guard, but come on. I'm trying to get, land to the body and shit. There you go. Good hook to the body right there. It was a pretty good scrap. Ah! Yeah, competitive round, but he's still landing with the right. Like, damn, boy.
Talk about Roy Jones in that last round.
Yeah, it's getting real bad here. Who is that? It's supposed to be Teddy Atlas? Is that Teddy Atlas? Teddy Atlas, the fireman. Look, Roy, you gotta be a fireman. Gotta be a fireman in the ring. Okay, I guess. Man, I don't know. Oh my God. See, I got fucking Chris Jericho in one corner. No work. Hey, listen. Yeah, I can use the left, but that's how I've been trying to get to the body with the left hand. So like left hook to the body's been pretty good, but I just gotta watch for that right hand. The right hand has been pretty much busting me up. I got him cut, but it's not in comparison to what he's been able to do to my left eye, so like he got the cut above his left eye, but the swelling on my eye ain't looking all too hot. We got 2 more rounds. Let's see what we got.
How does he keep the momentum going?
I gotta be more. Oh, got him good. Ah.
Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that.
See? I'm trying to. When I blocked, I tried to throw a right, and then.
You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot
All right.
from that heavyweight.
Trying to see how much energy I got on this joint. Hold on.
Which one of these athletes is going to say I can't take it anymore?
See? You're able to step around on that and block a number of those shots.
In this division, it's the heavyweights.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger.
It's a good cross. Damn it.
Right here in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them.
See, now I can't even use the right hand lead. I've been trying to use the right hand lead on him.
Which fighter will say no mas?
Damn it.
He threw a punch and just got
Stepped aside and see what I mean?
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now.
No shit. Caught him. Oh, fuck. And he got that right back. God damn it.
Still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Damn.
Talk about Roy Jones in that last
And I had him with a good shot, and then he got it right back with the uppercut, man. God damn, boy. That shit really pissed me off on that front, man. But yeah, I'm gonna do probably a couple fights on the Undisputed and do that live or whatever it is, and once I get more of the hang of things, and you'll see me in action probably online and that type of stuff too. So we'll see how we do that. All right, last round here. We're gonna go through last round, and then after that, I'll see if I could catch up with some of y'all on the online joints and see what happens. Damn, see? So he pretty much like has this thing well at hand. Like I don't think I won, but like seriously, 2 rounds. See, I'm missing a number of these shots. It's crazy. JBZ for 2003. All right, hold on. JBEEZY. Then the number 42003. All right. Like you can't necessarily see it on the screen, but yeah, JBZ for 2003. But I got your name down on this thing. So, all right, hold up. All right, caught him with a good one there. Oh, both got. Ooh, good uppercut. Was able to connect with a good uppercut right there. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Set him up. There you go. No, he was not. Fuck. Oh, almost got him. Oh, see? Oh, come on. See, almost had him, y'all. See? Damn. Him able to slip, man, that's key. Oh, he got caught big time there. Oh, got him. Oh, fuck. What? How does that? Oh, my God. How did I not get him? Oh, my God. Yo, I almost had him, yo. Oh, no, I've been doing that, dog. I've been doing that. Oh, shit, yo. I'm gonna fucking lose this bitch. God damn. I knew it. I at least would have had a damn knockdown in this motherfucker. God damn, boy. Like I said, I gotta catch a big time on this bitch. You see how this damn fight was? That was a pretty good damn fight, but sometimes he caught with these damn punches from Captain Hook in this motherfucker. Look at that, man. 8 rounds and 2 from one of these damn judges. Fuck that judge, man. Shit. All right? But yeah, I'll take that loss, though. Like, I done had landing more punches, but it was only like by a small margin. He had a better connect percentage on that front. So, yeah, man. I'm gonna hit the main menu on this joint. What I got this here? Man apart 42. Yeah. Let me see what I got here, man. And I'm gonna try to find that joint. Yeah, man. It was a good scrap. It was a good scrap. Yeah, let me see here, man. But yeah, you see what it is. JBZ for 2003, though. You know what I mean? Nah. So I'll tell you what, cause I gotta get ready for some shit here in about an hour. I'll get back on it. Like I said, JBZ for 2003 is my handle. I don't know if I'm gonna do these on Fridays or whatever it is, but I have like the podcast on Sundays, midweek report on Wednesdays. So maybe Fridays or like Friday evenings when I don't have like a scheduled interview or something going on, then I'll be able to see if I'll jump online, have an online thing here, and then if anyone's open or available online, we'll be able to do the fights on the joint, right? But yeah, that was me jumping on here for Undisputed. Had like a couple of fights on this joint. I'll see about doing more of these. Like I said, more often, probably like once a week. If not like once a week, once every other week. And if anyone's like wants to jump on and go in for an online match later on down the line, I'll be able to do that. But later tonight, I'm scheduled to have the Wolf Elijah Pierce on. And then after that, you got, of course, what's going on Saturday with the fights, Golden Boy Promotions in Chicago. You got, of course, Oscar Duarte versus Kenneth Sims Jr. at the headlining bout. where we got that, as I say, the loser leaves town match, Regis Prograis versus JoJo Diaz in the co-feature. So y'all be sure to tune into that, and then we'll be at it here with the Boxing Source podcast on Sunday evening, scheduled for 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. So y'all be sure to check that out. And with that being said, thanks for watching live, and those watching the replay, you'll see like all the stuff that I did here on Undisputed. Like I said, I got a whole lot of catching up to do in order to try to sharpen up and everything like that. So until next time, I'll catch y'all later. Peace out.